Welcome to another video from ExplainingComputers.com and to my July 2017 channel update. Now, if you've not been subscribed to this channel for more than 6 months, you might not know that every 6 months I do an update like this to give you a bit of idea what's going on with me and the channel, and just to talk a bit more broadly about things I can't talk about in my normal, very topic-based videos. So, what's going on? Well, as you might have noticed, I've tweaked the titles a bit. They've been the same for a year, so I've updated a few things there. See if you can spot everything in there. Special prize. No, there isn't really for spotting all the things that have changed in the titles. And as you also might have seen, I put up a new channel trailer, because every now and then I like to update the channel trailer. And also, and this is very exciting for me, probably not for you, I'm today for the first time shooting under my new lights. I've been shooting under Lilliput lights ever since I started this channel. The only piece of kit that's gone all the way through with me. I'm now shooting under these lovely ARRI 650 Plus lights, which are really nice, and I hope they will last a very long time and keep the channel going and lovely and beautifully lit. What else has gone on since I spoke to you like this? Well, the most important thing, I guess, is that the silver play button has arrived. We unboxed that, you remember, back in February. The channel had passed its 100,000 subscribers to get the silver play button, and as I make this video, we're on about 195,000 subscribers, so fairly soon the channel should pass 200,000 subscribers. Who knows, by the time I talk to you again like this at the end of the year, at the start of 2018, I can't believe that's going to come around, and we could have got to 250,000 members of this Explaining Computers online community. So thanks to all of you who keep watching the channel and subscribing and keeping this whole thing going. The channel is also getting more and more popular. In the first 5 months of 2017, it's done more views than in the whole of 2016, and that is important, not just because it's nice to have the views, but because I am self-employed. I do this channel as part of how I earn my living, and I have to get a certain amount of traffic to keep doing that. And with the sort of traffic the channel is now getting, I know I can keep going, spending about half my time making the videos on this channel. So weekly videos will continue. Isn't that marvellous? Hopefully you think it is. In terms of things that have gone really well, in terms of particular videos, single board computers continue to be popular on this channel. Don't worry, I won't make this an entirely single board computer channel, but things like the chip and the Tinkerboard have done very well since the start of 2017. In terms of videos that haven't done so well, I put a video up on cloud AI services not that long ago. I think it was the best video I've made this year, and the most significant in terms of what's going on in computing, and hardly any of you watched it. So if you're watching this today thinking, Chris, I wanted a proper video to watch, why don't you go and watch my Cloud AI Services video. A week ago, I was down at YouTube Space in London, and I did hope to shoot part of this video, part of this update, down at YouTube Space on location. But sadly, that didn't work out. Hugh Jackman was there to do a special event, and it was all rather security locked off and things. So the event I went to down at YouTube Space ended up being in the main Google building, and I couldn't shoot anything really at YouTube Space to say hello to you down there. But never mind. I did a location-based video only a video or two back now. Whenever it was, I get confused when you see things, but we went off to the National Museum of Computing, so I've done a location-based video recently, and so I thought today I'd stick with the white background. Or it could, of course, be a black background, or a blue background, or a pink with yellow spots background, but I think we'll stick with the white. Anyway, I actually called this segment Coming Soon to tell you what's coming up. I've got my copious notes that I always seem to need for these videos because I can never remember everything I want to talk about. But what's going to be coming up on the channel in the next 6 months, in the second half of 2017? Well, there will be more videos on single board computers. I'll say a bit more about single board computers in a second, actually, because I want to say a few extra things about that other than just new videos. There's going to be my second trip to the National Museum of Computing to look at early PCs. I think many of you will enjoy that, either to go, I remember one of those, or I can't believe PCs were ever like that. I'm going to be going to look at DaVinci Resolve 14, which is the latest version of DaVinci Resolve. The free video editor market space is very interesting these days. We've got a new video editor from Avid coming out soon as well, so that's an interesting thing to look at. I like looking at video editors. I know some of you like me looking at video editors. I'll also be getting back to my Linux project. Sort of my transition from Windows to Linux hasn't gone very far yet, in light of the fact that Windows 7 will end, and I'm getting fed up of using the software from Adobe, which I'd have to subscribe to upgrade, and so I'll go back to that project at some point. I want to say more on AI. AI is clearly the rising thing in computing. I want to look at that partially because it is, I think, a really big future thing in computing, and also because right now I'm writing a book on the future of computing, robots and AI. Now, admittedly, I've been doing this for a while, gathering things together, but I'm actually having a real push to finish it off now because the book is out at the end of September, so I've got to do a lot of work on that book and its post-production in the next few months, and that will inevitably reflect a bit on the channel in terms of AI coming out there. And I've also got a humanoid robot being sent to me, the EZ humanoid, JD humanoid robot. That'll be coming on my channel fairly soon. Looking forward to programming a humanoid robot over Wi-Fi fairly soon. And I am thinking about doing, well, I will be doing more videos which some of you describe as proper explaining computers videos. In other words, where I take a particular computing topic and explain what it actually means. I've got quite a few of those in the pipeline. Lots of things are being shot. There's about 6 or 7 videos in various stages of production right now. Some just the introductions have been shot, some a bit more, some of the odd shots here and there. It'll all keep coming together. But hopefully the main thing this segment is telling you is that I'm not running out of ideas yet. I often think, how can I do another weekly video? And other weeks I think, how can I fit it all in? How can I get it all together? And there's lots of things coming up. There's about 40 titles in my slate, and do keep giving me ideas. Quite a few videos that have been posted in the past 6 months have come directly or indirectly from ideas you've given me, so please keep doing that. So, single board computers. Over the past few years, I've looked at lots of different single board computers on this channel. The original Raspberry Pi Model B, the Model B Plus, the Raspberry Pi 2, the Raspberry Pi 3, the Raspberry Pi Zero, the Raspberry Pi Zero W, but also the Banana Pi, the Banana Pro, the Lee Maker Guitar, the Tinkerboard, the Chip, the Orange Pi PC, and the Latte Panda. I think that's all of them. But there will be more single board computers coming up. For a start, I've got a HiKey 960 coming towards me. I was offered another single board computer this morning. I won't tell you what that one is yet, but also another exciting machine. 2 very high-end single board computers probably coming up on the channel from that. And I will be looking at Odroid, and I'll be looking at things like the Pine 64. I have to look at my list, the Up board as well. Many of you have suggested other boards to look at, and I will come to them. But I'm always aware with single board computers that for me they fall into 2 types of categories. There's the boards very firmly targeted at developers and sort of high-end makers, which don't necessarily have the software support, maybe require you to compile your own operating system, and that seems perfectly fine for some people, but not for everybody. So I try to cover boards which are mainstream and which most people could use straight out of the box or out of the packet reasonably easily. But don't worry, if I haven't covered a single board computer in the past, I am planning on getting there. I'm also planning on doing a mass benchmark of all the single board computers I've ever looked at. I've started shooting bits of that so we can compare them all on the same benchmark on their CPUs. That could be quite exciting. And also coming up probably before all of that, you can now boot a Raspberry Pi 3 from a USB storage device. So I'm going to make a video about that fairly soon, booting a Raspberry Pi 3 from an SSD. So, single board computers, is there anything else to talk about on this piece of paper? I don't think there is. Didn't even make proper type notes on this bit, just actually scribbled it down. But single board computers, they won't be the mainstay of the channel, but I know lots of you like them and lots of non-subscribers like them, so there'll be more single board computers coming up. So, there we are. Somehow we've got to the middle of 2017. I can't believe that has happened. And you've got a bit of idea now what's coming up on Explaining Computers. If you're thinking, where's Mr. Scissors? Not seen Mr. Scissors for a while? Here's Mr. Scissors. If you're wondering, who's Mr. Scissors? You've not been watching enough videos. What can Mr. Scissors do today? I think I could cut up my script, look. There we are. Oh, I'm a rebel today. I should have been clever, shouldn't I? I've cut it up and gone, aha, and had computers, but I've only just thought of that and I haven't done it. Anyway, that's it for now. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, but let's be honest, you're probably subscribed if you're watching this channel update, and I hope to talk to you again very soon.